You've probably seen this button somewhere, maybe on a form in a web page or maybe in the sign up page of an app. But what exactly is this button? And where did it come from? Hi, Emil the UX Lizard here, and let me tell you about the humble radio button. According to Material 3, Google's design system, radio buttons are the recommended way to allow users to make a single selection from a list of options. Only one radio button can be selected at a time. Radio buttons, in short, are used to select mutually exclusive options in a list. If I select one choice, then select another, it will deselect the previous choice. You only get one. Perfect for a short list of mutually exclusive options. But maybe try not to have a bunch of them, especially when you're limited on space. But these radio buttons didn't just spawn out of nowhere. Someone had to say, oh, we should make some sort of button to indicate this user's choice. Let's go with this circle thing. Yeah, that makes sense. Where did they come from? And why are they called a radio button? Well, to answer that, we got to go back to the 1970s. Smalltalk is a programming language, one of the first and most influential object-oriented programming languages for you computer science nerds. But specifically, we're going to talk about Smalltalk 76, released in 1976 and written by Ted Kaler, which had a development environment featuring many tools. Ted Kaler, one of the granddaddies of modern programming while at Xerox PARC, included a painting tool for Smalltalk 76 called the BitRect Editor. You can probably see some resemblance to Microsoft Paint or Photoshop, but we're not here to talk about that. Instead, take a look at those buttons! But wait, Lizard Man, you say, I thought we were talking about radio buttons. Well, my dear viewer, I would say you're looking at them. Indeed, these buttons were internally called radio buttons, both in documentation and in the code, so called because much like a preset button on a radio, you can only choose one option at a time. When you press another option, your previous selection pops out. Oh gosh, I'm gonna date myself with this radio button explanation, aren't I? From there, the radio button would evolve, appearing in the Xerox Star in 1981 and the Apple Lisa in 1983. Something I would like to point out is that nowadays we use radio buttons and checkboxes differently, and their appearance reflects that. But back in the Wild West of the 80s, they were both rectangular and visually the same, probably because it was just what was easiest to do on those systems at the time. Back in my day, we didn't have them fancy schmancy curves. So when did radio buttons become round? And why are they round nowadays? I mean, these radios don't seem round to me. Well, one of the first instances of a round radio button can be seen in the Apple Macintosh in 1984 and Windows 1.0 in 1985. As for why, well, that's anyone's guess. Maybe those devs decided enough was enough and opted to visually differentiate checkboxes and radio buttons, especially on a system capable of making nice looking circles. I mean, there aren't only squared off radio buttons. Plus, who said that radio buttons needed to be round? Here's some cursed diamond shaped ones from Microsoft. Ugh. Anyways, I don't think many developers expected their users to see them as radio buttons. I mean, the Apple Publication Style Guide of 2008 advises their tech writers to use radio button only in developer documentation. Use button in user documentation. Still, the transformation of this simple digital button is fascinating to me. I like to think of it as some sort of evolutionary tree, though instead of weird-looking animals, it's weird-looking UI elements. Even today, exclusive choice isn't even exclusive to radio buttons. See what I did there? There's so many ways to do it. I'm sure the original radio buttons of the BitRect editor are looking upon its descendants as a proud grandparent would their grandchildren. Ugh, they make me so proud. Hopefully, next time you see the humble radio button, you'll recognize the rich history underneath its simplicity. I'm Emil the UX Lizard. If you liked this video, subscribe if you'd like to see more design-related content similar to this one. Thanks for watching.